happen and who will make the blood after the baby is born? Assalamu alaikum and hi everyone. This is Dr Maaz Qureshi and today we are going to be talking about an important stuff in your body. Yes, blood. And what makes blood? Hemoglobin. Because you need something, a carrier, to carry oxygen from different parts of your body to your brain, to your heart, and to other important organs to function normally. So yes, I'm going to make it so simple that you won't ever forget. The site of erythropoiesis, which is kind of in a simpler way, the site where the blood is formed intrauterine, means when the baby is in the mother's tummy. And second, what are the stages of making or formation of blood, which is called erythropoiesis. So before we go into the detail of the site or the stage, we should know something or a little information about the hemoglobin. So what is heme and what is globin? So it is basically made up of two parts. The heme makes up the proteins, okay? And the globin is kind of chains. So you have in normal adult, if we talk about the normal adult, in 95 or even 97% of the cases, you have 2 alpha and 2 beta chains. Okay? Now, in 3% of the cases, you may have 2 alpha, so this one here, and 2 delta. That makes a unique adult hemoglobin, and we call it HbA2. Okay, so what is the 97% called? It is called HbA. Okay, so here's an overview. Now let's talk about the site. So intrauterine, where is it formed? So in the mother's womb, that's called intrauterine. It is formed in the mesoblastic or during the early, you can say in the early weeks of gestation. What does gestation means? It means during the first early weeks of pregnancy. So mesoblastic era, I can call it mesoblastic era. It is formed, or the erythropoiesis or the formation of blood is in the yolk sac. Okay? Here the RBC or the red blood cell is nucleated. Okay? And as we go further into our pregnancy, so after 3 months or the first trimester, okay, the liver is basically responsible for making all your RBCs, okay, your red blood cells, your blood. So this is the main. However, spleen, lymph node can also take part in it. They can help this, the liver. Now, the last month of pregnancy, the bone marrow takes over and liver kind of becomes the assistant of the bone marrow. Now this was intrauterine, this was within the womb. But what if you are asked about what will happen and who will make the blood after the baby is born? Okay, so that is after the birth. So what will happen is until 5 years, all the bone marrow will be responsible for making those RBCs. So bone marrow again continuing the intrauterine late phase, and then after the birth the bone marrow is still making the blood till 20 years, still the bone marrow. However, it will become kind of tired, and it will think of retiring. So it will become yellow or pale, because whenever you see an anemic person, he is pale, and that is called anemia. Okay, so it becomes retired, and after 20 years, what happens is your soft, or you can call it membranous bone, like vertebra, sternum, or even ilium, take parts in erythropoiesis. As a quick overview, heme is a protein, globin has 2 alpha and 2 beta, so 4 in total. We talked about the site of the erythropoiesis, which was intrauterine. In early weeks it was yolk sac, then on first trimester the liver takes over, and then near to the birth the bone marrow takes over. After birth till 20 years the bone marrow is still forming the RBCs, and then the membranous parts take over. If you like this video, help me share this knowledge. But wait a minute, you need to know the stages of erythropoiesis. For that, you need to know what is the role of pluripotent hemopoetic stem cells. So I have made a video, I have dropped the link in the description. Go click it and check it out. And if you think this was helpful, give this a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel already, go do that, as it will help me a lot. For every time I upload a new video, just click the bell and click all. You can become part of our community by texting on our WhatsApp. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for supporting me. Get it, got it, good.